Hello guys, NautoAce here, and this is gonna be actually a long overdue response to Magusx on his looking back on his days on YouTube. And yes, it is actually, I think it was last year or two, I can't really remember. And he did a lot of this segment called Looking Back, basically the origin of Magusx1, telling basically his story in the past of what's going, like what he did in YouTube and such. And I think on the channel if you want to know about his origin and like what he did in the past that contributed to the gaming community. So with that, basically is I really wanted to respond this at one point, but what happened once again, I took it in the back burner, and I really just didn't bother working on it for a while until, well, now. So what is this actually what you're watching? Okay, first of all, if you can notice on my secondary channel, Vimeo, there is a video there, this one, with all the music, Rickrolled, and a bunch of YouTubers that I followed. So basically this video, I kind of did this long time ago, but at one point I had to remove it because it was, at a time, I hate to say this, was quote unquote, there were a lot of drama, fans were flagging people like other people's YouTube video, I think at one point, because they're making fun of someone, even it was either a joke or not. The fans didn't take it lightly, so I said, well, I better just remove it for safety reasons because I don't want to offend anyone. But for a while I did put it up, and yeah, a lot of people did like it. Magusx1 actually at one point did like the video. Heck, even Just Keep in Mind actually commented and it was a brilliant movie. So what is this quote unquote brilliant movie that you're watching? Okay, so a little back of the story, and this is basically related to his looking back. Alright, at one point a long time ago, when YouTube was still just YouTube, the old YouTube, I think it was in 2009, 2010, there was a joke during the summer that both, I'm gonna say, introduce these two YouTubers, you probably know them or not, Samuel the Geek and Beltino 500. Both of them are good friends of Magusx1, and they kind of did this joke about, oh, guess what, Magus passed away. And the joke basically was that they said, I think, was, I don't really know the whole picture what happened, because by the time I found out it was already all been settled, the damage already been done, and a lot of people were upset. What's basically is that Magusx1 died because of Dynasteria. So if you don't know what that Dynasteria is, it's actually from a game called Oregon Trail. And there was basically a Apple computer in the 90s, the screenshot of the original Oregon Trail, the tombstone, and it said Magusx1 died because of Dynasteria. Again, I don't know if it's real or not, but I think it's a fictional disease. And in the bottom it said pepperoni and cheese. So I'll explain that later on. So basically what happened was, when people thought it was for real and they showed like a tombstone, like a screenshot of Oregon Trail, the tombstone, a lot of people, the Magusx1 fan, were not really happy. They were not happy. When they found they thought it was for real. People were worried. People were like, oh my god, this is for what's going on. And when they found out it was a joke, some people really didn't take it lightly. They got pissed. There was a lot of hate on both Samuel the Geek, Beltino 500. I mean, even some point, I think some of them basically got so mad that I think they were even threatening them on the internet. Of course, nothing happened, but yeah, there were a lot of angry fans, and they said, this is not funny. It's not a joke. What are you guys doing? It's supposed to be sense of humor. And then for a while, what happened after the joke was, one, props to Magusx1. That's why I respected this guy. He actually had to address it and said, hey, look, it was just a joke. It was a joke. Just gonna relax about it. I'm not dead. I am here. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna deal with them. Because basically, the joke, because how it all even started was, Samuel the Geek basically was talking to Magusx1, and then he mentioned to Magusx1, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do a joke about you passing away in Oregon Trail. Are you cool with that?" But then Magusx1 basically said the mistake he kind of did was he didn't really kind of like pay attention to what they were saying. He just said, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, go for it." And the reason being is that he was trying to prep up to do a podcast with his good friend Alex called the TTPG, the Polygon Pixel Protection Group. Yeah, this is way before the Backlog Battle podcast. Very OG from Games and Me. This is how old it is. It's 2009. And by the time we found out, it was like, oh my gosh, wow. I mean, he heard about it, but he didn't knew the whole story. From the Geek and Beltino 500 went for it, decided to go for it, and of course they got a lot of backlash. And then they did respond. After a while, they did respond to the fans, say, "Hey, it's a joke. Gotta lighten up." And there was even some weird metaphor, like it's supposed to be an April Fool in July, which is I have no idea. That's what they call it, like a summer joke. I'm sorry to say I couldn't really believe that. I think that's just weird, but whatever. And then in the end, basically, finally it did settle down. And then basically Beltino 500 just said, "Yeah, I guess I'm not gonna I think he said at one point, I'm not gonna do this again. It'll be the last time." Sam the Geek basically just said, "Hey, lighten up," and even a lot of his friends basically did the same thing. Like, "Hey guys, lighten up. It's just a joke." My thoughts about it really is, even though it's a joke, sorry to say, it's kind of tasteless. You can't really joke about that no matter what. It's very hard to do it. It's possible, but it's hard. And it was just tasteless all around. You pissed a lot of fans off. That's it was an unintentionally creating an instigation. Again, they didn't meant to. It was just a joke. But basically, the damage was done. So, what does this video comes in? Why are you watching? Alright, so what you're watching here while I'm been talking about this for 7 minutes is I kind of did this video composing, basically poking fun of some of the various YouTubers. Well, some of them I just put in there because which is good material, and basically just poking fun, trying to break the tension. So basically what you see here is you see Magusx1, of course, dancing. I don't know why. And some of the other people you'll see is Big Al basically singing with the guitar, Lily Liver, a good friend of Big Al, and of course in the end you see Darkness Occurs and Beltino. Basically I put him in there because they just fit the part. Couldn't really find anything video that's useful with Sam the Geek, that's why I didn't put him in. But the whole point of the video was, to some extent, was poking fun of some of the people there. Not all of them, because there was no I can't poke fun of Big Al because he didn't do anything wrong. I never had an interaction with Lily Liver, so yeah, I don't know about it. So, and then Magusx1, of course, is the guy I respect. So basically what happened is, of course, Beltino did that prank. At the same time, believe it or not, I'm not really a fan of this guy. Darkness Occurs also did his own trolling, and the reason is, I think, because at one point he was just having difficulty time with his fans, because according to Big Al, at one point the fans were basically harassing Darkness Occurs, demanding stuff. Hey, can you do this? Can you do that? And I think at one point Darkness Occurs just said, "Wow, are you my truly fan or not?" So he did this experiment saying that he just left YouTube. That was it. He left YouTube and no one knows what's going on. And then at one point Helsing basically did a video basically talking crap about Darkness Occurs. But in the time, remember, Darkness Occurs and Helsing, so we were friends. And there were people wondering, "Why are you a good friend? Why are you talking crap about Darkness Occurs?" And then even at one point, Just Keep Your Mind did a video saying, "Oh, I know why Darkness Occurs is not on YouTube. It's because his ponytail got locked in the door, and he was dragged, and he injured his leg, the bottom part, and got severed. So basically, the knee all the way to the ankle got cut off because his hair was getting pulled, dragged, and he couldn't really hold on, and some weird stuff that Justin Keep in Mind said. And again, once again, just like the death of Magusx1, people so, oh my god, is that for real? Oh my god, this is not right. Oh, my condolences. And a lot of it, until Dr. Zucker decided to make a new YouTube channel and basically just said, hey, guess what, I'm okay. Why did they do it? He said it was an experience to see how dedicated the fans are, how loyal are they, that when the push comes to shove, they'll believe everything what Darkness does. And he got, and it's sad to say, it proved this point. Because there was a video basically explaining that there was two anomalies that he didn't really plan. One was, like I said, just keep in mind doing that prank. And then another one was some guy created a fake account called Darkness Thy Curse, THY, and thought it was him. So, and then of course, people got mad, they got fooled, like, we're your fans, why would you do it? But he was trying to prove a point. So, that's the whole point of Darkness the Curse and Beltino in the video. I was poking fun of them. I'm not poking fun of Big Al, I'm not poking fun of Lil Liver, because again, I got respect for Big Al. No interaction with the liver, of course, makes them look there. So with that, the loop started. Let me explain the video. So, like I said, it is basically just about, it's about just poking fun of some. It's a music video also. Basically what it is I use a song called Rick Roll Robo. So basically the song is, if you know, is Robo's theme song combined with Rick Roll. Because if you didn't know, Robo's song, there have been reports that it's been inspired by Rick Ashley's Rick Roll or Never Give You Up song. That's why you can see it. A good friend of mine showed it to me, so I used that one. Big Al's basically, the song is actually singing is something from the Beatles and playing his guitar, wishing basically Random DC, another YouTuber I follow on YouTube, he was singing Happy Birthday. That's when Lily Liver comes in, because that's part of Big Al's video that I borrowed, and I think at that time, maybe there still are. Again, I don't know. They're like a couple. They're like a good couple, boyfriend and girlfriend. So that's why Lily Liver is there. She's a YouTuber. I don't know if she's still. I don't really follow her that much. Sorry, but that's what it is. So yeah, Big Al is not singing Rick Roll. So he's not singing Rick Roll, he's singing some Beatles song. I just decided to use Rick Roll. So like I say, if you go to my secondary channel on Vimeo, link's gonna be on the description box. You gotta see how I did it, but I don't know his original video because it was in his old account. Sadly, either it got closed or maybe it was in BCal Forever 2K6. So I don't know. So why did I choose Rick Roll Robo? I don't know, it was catchy at the time. I've been using it for a while. So again, you see it, I just put there. And then I needed to make it longer to fit with the Rick Roll Robo music, so that's why I put in Magusx1 dancing. So you might be wondering, why is it Magusx1 dancing? And the answer to that one is, I really don't know. I think someone asked him to do a dance, so he is dancing. Alright, so like I said, the reason why I did this video, and there you go, Magus is dancing. You know, why I did the video was I was trying to break the tension, because there was a lot of hate, a lot of butthurt, I guess that's what you call it, trying to make it funny, being entertained. Kind of worked, but then after a while there were been reports that people were reviewing some of the video, poking fun of someone, so I had to remove the video. So as for the prank, Magusx1's death, like I said, I know it was just a joke. They were trying to do a joke. I think a little bit went too far, kind of tasteless in my opinion. And the whole notion of, oh, it's a joke, it's a summer joke. Sorry, it's not working. Like I said, you really can't joke that because there's no, like, you have to be really smart about it. I said that before. And like, it is unfortunate, but so what's the aftermath? Nothing. They took notes and people moved on. So there you go. And I think in this end it's just going to be Magusx1, and after that it's going to be switched to Darkness Occurs, basically using part of it supposed to be the joke there is like he's watching my videos right there, Duncan's Curse. That's his video basically explaining why he trolled his fan. And this part here, again, it's it's interesting. And then from here, you kind of see Beltino doing his laugh, and I put in the Duck Hunt Dogs laugh. So there you go. Like I said, if you want to watch the original version, link's gonna be in the description box. You can see it. I can't put it on YouTube. The reason being is one is I tried it before and YouTube blocked it because of the Rick Ashley song. When I meant block, it's not just content ID. It means no, I can't show it on YouTube. Nobody can watch it, whether you're in America, Japan, Europe, Australia, whatever. It's blocked. So there's no really point for me on putting it on YouTube if nobody can watch it. So there you go. That's my response to Magusx1 on Magusx1. Oh, and one lesson before I also end this. I did mention it. I just remembered it. Do apologize for that. Is what's with the tombstone? What's with pepperoni cheese? Okay, first of all, the screenshot was in the original OG Apple computer Oregon Trail. The point is that there's a game over in Oregon Trail. If you can't basically sustain yourself, you die. So you have an option to basically write something on the tombstone. Basically, in the start of the game, you put the name of the character. So they put in Magusx1, of course, and then had died. And then sometimes, because one of the disease that you basically get if you're not careful is dying hysteria. And then in the bottom, you write whatever. And they put in pepperoni and cheese. So if you don't understand what that means, pepperoni cheese, is I think in the 1990 until I think early 2000, I could be wrong, there is a product, a pizza frozen product. It's called Tombstone. Yeah, it's kind of like when you get I think bubbly seal around, perhaps DiGiorno. Maybe that's the reason one. Homemade. Well, it's not a homemade pizza, but pizza you can make it at home. Tombstone was another one. There was also Red Baron. So basically, and the commercial basically it's always, I think it's a cowboy, but they was talking about pizza. And one of the slogan is, one guy will ask, "So what do you want on your tombstone?" And then some guy will say pepperoni and cheese. So that's basically what pepperoni and cheese on a tombstone is. Tombstone pizza, and the slogan, some guy will ask, "What do you want on your tombstone?" And then it's basically someone will say either like supreme, sausage and cheese, sausage and onion, but the most popular one is pepperoni and cheese. And then you see the tombstone pizza product. So that's what the pepperoni cheese came from. So there you go. So again, like I said, this is a response to Magusx1. Yes, I know it's an entertaining video. If you want to see the actual video with the music, again, links in the description box. I'm just reminding you again. I know, do apologize if I repeat myself. So with that, thanks for watching. That's it for now. I'll see you guys later. Bye.